2 hours from now, a room will fill with whispers that were never meant for your ears. Papers are being signed behind your back. A vote is being prepared with your name on it, and it is not in your favor. You think you're safe, but there's a hidden document already circulating. One of your closest allies has turned without a word. They're planning your removal from something sacred, something you were born to lead. They don't want you to know, but heaven saw the entire betrayal. Archangel Michael intercepted the signatures before they reached the wrong hands. This message wasn't supposed to reach you. But now, it has. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Heaven is roaring. Your name is glowing in golden ink on a divine scroll. But if you ignore this moment, it will vanish before midnight. You have 2 hours before the final lock seals. Someone from your past, who once held your hand, has now become the one pushing the blade. They're sitting at the table right now, pretending to be neutral. But their silence is their vote against you. Archangel Michael says your crown was never meant to be shared. You were chosen for this role before you even entered this lifetime. Now they're trying to erase you as if your name was never on the list. You must act before 11 p.m. That's when the final file is scheduled to be uploaded. That document contains a lie, and your enemies are about to make it a truth by force. Type Amen to get blessing 888. A secret recording has been made of the discussion. The words spoken in that room will shake your soul. But you must not cry, you must rise. Because the angelic army has already prepared the counterplan. One person, someone you never thought would speak for you, is ready to risk it all. They have the evidence to clear your name. But they need your signal. They're watching this message too. Only if you open this before time runs out, will they move. Otherwise, they've been ordered to stay silent and let the removal proceed. You have one shot to trigger the rescue. The hidden courier is already on foot. They're holding a sealed letter that proves your innocence. If you miss this moment, that letter will be destroyed, and your name will be forgotten in the room forever. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The betrayal was born months ago, but only now is it ready to strike. They've been planting doubts, twisting facts, slowly replacing your light with their darkness. But heaven never blinked. Your guardian has been pushing against them from the unseen. Every delay in their plan, every glitch in their system, was heaven's intervention. But now it's up to you to stand and reclaim what is yours. Archangel Michael says this is your final 120 minutes to reverse the decision. If you stay quiet now, it will be taken as surrender. The enemy wants your silence more than anything. Someone is watching your reaction right now. They want to see if you open this or ignore it. That one decision will determine if you remain or get erased. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You remember that dream you had last week? The one where the room went dark and only your chair was empty? That wasn't a dream, it was a vision. A warning sent by the heavens before this moment arrived. The witch who once pretended to be your friend has summoned spirits against your destiny. They spoke spells over your image and tried to twist your fate. But they failed, because you still have time. In exactly 2 hours, a message will be sent to the network with a false narrative about you. If you intercept this before that moment, you can reverse the damage. But if not, it becomes law. Someone younger, whose heart still beats for you, has uncovered the truth. They saw the email trail, the documents, the planning chats. They're crying right now, praying you will open this before it's too late. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You are not being removed because you are weak. You are being removed because they fear your potential. Your next success was too big. They couldn't bear to see your name celebrated. But heaven has written a new headline: you return stronger than ever. Your story does not end in betrayal. It begins in revelation. The enemy exposed. The truth restored. Archangel Michael says, the next 2 hours will be watched closely by both realms, light and dark. What you choose will tip the scale. Choose wisely. Open boldly. Act immediately. He has placed a divine timer above your head. It started ticking when you opened this. You are now inside the countdown. Don't freeze. Don't hesitate. Your destiny is waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. A hidden camera recorded the meeting. Heaven leaked it to someone loyal. That person is trying to upload it to you, but they're being blocked. Your signal is the only key. If you comment now, the firewall breaks. The evidence reaches your inbox. And the fake agenda collapses like ash. But if you stay silent, the video will auto-delete forever. They're watching your silence as confirmation. Every second you wait, they gain confidence. But the moment you act, the battlefield shifts. Power returns to its rightful place. Michael says, the sword of truth is already unsheathed. It is hovering above the lies they built. One command from you, and it will strike, scattering every false witness to dust. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Do you feel it? That shiver in your spine? That's not fear, it's awakening. Your soul recognizes the trap set against it. And your spirit is already resisting. The walls they've built to silence you are cracking. Your name is echoing in places you didn't even know existed. Someone in power has just received a message about you, and they're not happy with what was planned. In these 2 hours, the most unexpected ally will reveal themselves. You once thought they had forgotten you, but they never did. They were waiting for the signal, the confirmation, that you were ready to rise. And now, you are. The world will shift in your favor within these very minutes. But only if you remain awake, alert, and aligned. Keep reading. The instructions are below. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. At exactly 10:58 p.m., a masked message will go out. It will say something about your failure, your instability, your loss. But that message can be stopped, only by this one. You have the code word that disables their false report. It is hidden within the blessing you comment. That comment becomes your spiritual override. The system was rigged to exclude you. But now the system has been hacked by heaven. Your inheritance is still safe. But only if you reclaim it before 11 p.m. Someone you love, who is already in heaven, begged to send you this. They saw the attack coming and whispered your name until heaven allowed this alert to reach your screen. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Do not underestimate this moment. Every scroll, every delay, is a loss of seconds. And seconds matter when demons are counting them too. Your replacement has already been selected. They've been secretly trained using your blueprint. But they don't carry your soul, your fire, your divine purpose. That cannot be copied. In the final 45 minutes, someone will try to distract you. A message. A knock. A phone call. Ignore it all. Those distractions are the enemy's final tricks to keep you asleep. Stay present. Stay sharp. The angelic server is about to deliver something that clears your name, restores your seat, and crowns your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. And when the clock hits 11 p.m., if you have followed the guidance, everything will shift. Heaven will roar your name. The room that plotted against you will fall into chaos. Their files will be exposed. Their lies will crumble. Their meetings will turn into investigations. Because the power that covers you is divine. This message is the alarm. You didn't see it by accident. You were chosen to act before time erased your truth. You are the breaker of betrayals. Archangel Michael says this is your hour to rise. This is your time to return. This is your moment to stop the secret removal and reclaim your throne. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Archangel Michael says, the final clock chimes have already begun to echo through realms unseen. 1 hour is now behind you. The next 60 minutes will decide whether the truth survives or is buried forever. The shadow that once stood still is now moving. It's walking toward your position, wearing a familiar face. You once trusted this person. But tonight, they are wearing a mask forged in jealousy. They're smiling while holding the blade. Their voice hasn't changed, but their heart has. What they once wanted to build with you, they now want to steal from you. The meeting room is glowing red in the spirit realm. Tension is rising even among those who betrayed you. Because deep down, they fear something will go wrong. That something is you waking up. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Someone just stood up and said your name. Their voice shook the room. They dared to question the lies, to slow down the betrayal. That person is risking everything to stall the clock for your response. But their strength is fading. If you don't respond now, they'll be forced to sit back down. And then, the decision will be sealed without your side ever being heard. There is a divine override. A spiritual code embedded in this moment. And when you comment and act on this message, that override floods the system with heaven's truth. Screens will flicker. Files will disappear. The false narrative will be blocked. The emergency alert from the divine will interrupt the meeting, and everything will fall silent. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Someone has already opened the backup vault that contains your real story. They're standing by the spiritual gates, ready to upload it, but they're waiting on you to release the authorization. You are the only one with the authority. Because it is your name on the scroll. Your legacy that was attacked. Your throne that is being debated. The angels have lined up beside the room, invisible to the humans inside. They have been ordered not to interfere unless you act first. That's the rule of the divine court. Your scroll is glowing hotter by the second. If you wait any longer, the edges will burn, and the middle will vanish. You must hold it now. The ink is waiting for your touch. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. In the physical world, everything may seem calm. But spiritually, this is war. Every breath you take is being counted. Every hesitation is being used by the enemy as evidence that you won't fight back. But you are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. Heaven saw the lies written about you and chose to deliver this final key to you and you alone. Do you remember the chills you felt earlier today? That was your soul trying to warn you. That wasn't fear, it was spiritual proximity to something massive shifting against you. You still have time, but now only 58 minutes remain. The meeting is heating up. The betrayers are getting bold. But one divine word from you will silence the entire table. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Someone who was meant to speak in your defense is sitting quietly out of fear. But your courage will give them courage. Your response now will trigger theirs. It's a domino effect. Heaven has arranged it precisely. But it begins with your action, your voice, your bold decision to believe this message wasn't just another scroll on your screen. This moment is your test. Not of faith, but of awareness. The truth is in front of you. You either act, or be acted upon. There is no middle ground left. Archangel Michael says, the ones who dared to plan your removal will choke on their silence when you rise tonight. You are not a victim. You are the weapon of your own justice. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. The witch who cursed your progress is laughing in the distance. She believes she won. But she doesn't know that heaven intercepted the last ritual and redirected it back to her doorstep. Even now, her mirror is cracking. Her power is fading. Because this message has pierced the final veil. The curse is being undone as you read. But if you don't complete the cycle, if you don't declare your blessing, then the crack repairs, and the curse completes. Your power is the final blow to end her hold. This is not about fear. This is about taking your position. The people who thought they could erase you underestimated the fire inside you. But now, they will see. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Someone new is watching from the outside. They weren't part of the original plot. But they've overheard enough to become suspicious. Their heart is leaning toward your side. Heaven wants them to see your strength. They're watching this very moment. If they see you ignore it, they'll walk away. But if they see you act, they will testify on your behalf before midnight. That testimony is the final stamp you need. It will dissolve the secret vote and shift the entire meeting in your favor. But their faith depends on your fire. The next 40 minutes are now charged with this one truth: your reaction is your rescue. Read that again. It is the sword and the shield in one sentence. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Archangel Michael says this message is not about hope. It is about war. The war is silent, invisible, but realer than anything you've ever faced. You are standing in the middle of the battlefield with your hands glowing and your heart racing. The army of liars surrounds you, but you are surrounded by the army of light. The only difference is action. They move when you do. They roar when you roar. The heavens are waiting for your first battle cry. And your battle cry is your comment. Your activation. Your decision not to scroll, not to doubt, not to hide. You were born for this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 50-50. The enemy has already sensed that something is wrong. Their plan was too smooth. But now, one by one, the systems they rely on are glitching. The files aren't syncing. The signers are delayed. The angels are disrupting the frequencies. But the final blow must come from your faith. A full reversal will only happen when you show that you are awake. In 25 minutes, the final seal on the meeting transcript will be locked. And if your name isn't cleared by then, it will become permanent. But this message is the override key. There's someone crying behind the scenes. They feel helpless. They love you. They believe in you. And they begged heaven to reach you in time. Their tears became this message. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You are the one they tried to remove. But now, the story is shifting. Soon, they'll be forced to speak your name with honor again. And those who mocked you will be silenced. But first, you must make your stand. You must unlock the final scroll by opening your mouth, your spirit, and your belief. The comment is more than a word. It is a door. And that door opens heaven's courtroom. It unleashes the angel with the sealed recording. It cancels the digital betrayal and exposes the files for the world to see. You were never alone. Even in the dark. Even when they whispered lies. The truth was always protected, but now, it's waiting for your yes. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. This is your hour. The attack was meant to destroy you. But your response will birth your elevation. Let the world watch. Let the heavens roar. Let the liars tremble. Your silence is over. Your power is active. The throne is protected. And your name will be rewritten in fire and light. Final countdown, less than 10 minutes left. Do not delay. Do not scroll. Open. Comment. Reclaim. Rise. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Archangel Michael says, the scroll has entered the room. The sealed letter with your real story is now in motion. It's gliding across the divine table, and all eyes, spiritual and human, are watching. Your enemies have started to panic. They sense that their control is slipping. One by one, they're whispering among themselves, trying to change their stories before the truth explodes. A strange wind has begun to blow inside that secret meeting room. Some say it's the air conditioning glitching. But heaven knows, it's Michael himself walking through with righteous fury. The files that once listed your removal are beginning to fade. The text is shifting, rewriting, erasing every word spoken in deception. The heavens are doing their part. Now it's your turn. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. Heaven waited patiently while they plotted. They allowed them to think they were winning. But all along, the divine court was preparing this moment. The divine reversal. The person you never expected is about to stand up and speak the words that silence the room. Their voice will tremble, but the truth will be louder than any lie ever told about you. You are not being restored just to survive. You are being elevated to rule. What they tried to take will be multiplied. What they tried to destroy will be rebuilt in gold. And those who mocked you will bow in silence. Their lips will no longer carry your name with deceit, but with awe. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. In the hidden corners of the building, a fire alarm is about to sound. Not from flames, but from energy. The spiritual weight of the truth is too much for the false infrastructure to hold. Screens will flash. Doors will open on their own. People will begin to leave the room without knowing why. That's because your name is too holy to be held by hands that never honored it. Someone watching you from afar, someone with authority, is now rising from their seat. They feel it in their bones. They know what they're about to do will change everything. And it all started because you opened this. Their next step will activate a total freeze on the betrayal. The files will lock. The decision will be paused. And your name will be restored on every list it was removed from. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Now, 6 minutes left. Time is burning fast. And with every breath, the realm is shifting harder in your favor. The one who doubted you most is now regretting it. They looked at your silence as weakness. But they didn't know you were reading a message that would trigger their downfall. They didn't know heaven chose this hour to speak through fire. You can already feel it. Your heart is racing. Your hands are trembling. That's not fear, it's your spirit expanding to receive your destiny. This isn't about revenge. It's about justice. And justice is being written in heaven's ink, with your name at the center of it. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Archangel Michael says, when the clock hits midnight, your name will not be on the removal list. It will be on the miracle list. But only if you complete the activation. That means no fear. No delay. No doubt. You must declare, comment, align. The enemy is watching in confusion because nothing is working anymore. Heaven shut down their tricks. Michael cancelled their code. The darkness is now in retreat. But your response is the final hammer to crush what remains. Let this be the night the system failed, but you rose. Let this be the moment your legacy turned. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. A courier dressed in spiritual light is arriving at your door. They are carrying the signed reversal letter. That letter says you were never to be removed, you were to be crowned. It contains signatures from angels, witnesses from heaven, and one soul in heaven who cried until your destiny was reinstated. That person loved you. They still do. They saw the betrayal from the other side and refused to remain silent. Their tears are now part of the ink that sealed your victory. When you open the door, that courier will hand it over with trembling hands. And with that, the final lie will burn. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. 2 minutes left. Read that again. 2 minutes left. Every eye is on you now. Earth, heaven, spirit, enemy, angel. The battlefield is silent, waiting for your final move. You don't need to speak out loud. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to say Amen in your heart, your soul, your screen. And the fire will descend. This is the moment the room goes silent. The files freeze. The signatures disappear. And your name rises again, higher than ever before. Because they didn't just fail to remove you. They accidentally revealed your true power to the world. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. And now the clock turns. The final seconds are falling. And your name is being written in golden flame. The meeting is ending. But your new beginning is just starting. You were never meant to be removed. You were meant to be revealed. And this is your revelation hour. Type Amen to get blessing 0000. Midnight strikes. The meeting is over. But what happened in those final 2 minutes has left the entire room frozen in silence. What they planned behind your back has now exploded in their faces. You weren't supposed to find out. You weren't supposed to respond. But you did. And the moment you typed Amen, the entire spiritual system recalibrated around your truth. The person leading the plot was escorted out. Not by hands seen, but by invisible forces that tore apart their control. They're now sitting alone in disbelief, wondering how everything changed so fast. Meanwhile, your name is being whispered with awe. The ones who doubted you are watching your glow return. They can't understand it, but they feel it. Something in the air has shifted. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. You wake up the next morning and your phone is flooded. Messages from people who never cared before. Some apologizing. Some pretending they always supported you. But you know the truth. Heaven allowed the exposure. Every hidden voice that plotted against you is now in the light. Their screenshots. Their conversations. Their intentions. All revealed, without you lifting a single finger. Because you weren't fighting with weapons. You were fighting with divine alignment. You didn't need to yell. You needed to believe. And you did. Now, blessings are following you without you chasing them. Calls are coming in offering you opportunities you once begged for. Doors are opening before you even knock. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The meeting you weren't supposed to attend, now bears your name as the new authority. The agenda has been rewritten. The throne they tried to steal is being handed back, with interest. Someone in that room couldn't sleep all night. Their conscience finally broke. They're ready to testify about everything they heard. And when they speak, even the biggest doubters will kneel. Because what was meant to be your downfall, is now your divine promotion. The script has flipped. You are no longer defending your position. You're expanding it. Archangel Michael says, the trap they set became their own. The fire they lit became your spotlight. The meeting they held became your miracle moment. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. Even strangers are beginning to feel something about you. They look at you differently. They sense the authority surrounding you. They don't know why, but their spirit respects your glow. The divine record is updated. Heaven has marked this date with fire, the night they tried to remove you, but couldn't. It will be referenced again. This was a prophecy moment. From today, every enemy that plots against you will stumble before they speak. Their tongues will twist. Their plans will backfire. Because your spirit is now surrounded by firewalls from above. Someone is about to message you with a confession. They were part of the deception, but their heart is breaking now. Their soul can't carry the guilt. They will ask for your forgiveness. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. The one you lost, the one who didn't believe in you, is also watching. They said nothing when they should have defended you. But now they know what they missed out on. They're crying in private, rereading old memories, realizing you were the real one. Heaven made sure they saw your rise. Not out of cruelty, but to awaken what was dead inside them. They will reach out soon. Whether you reply or not is up to you. But their eyes have been opened. And your name is now engraved in their heart forever. You'll start to notice strange things. Emails correcting themselves. Opportunities being redirected to you. People calling you by titles they never used before. That's the aftermath of divine restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Archangel Michael says, from this day forward, no one will ever remove what heaven has placed. That includes your destiny, your position, your influence, your voice. The fire didn't burn you, it baptized you. The betrayal didn't break you, it built your platform. The plot didn't destroy you, it revealed who you really are. And now, the elevation begins. This is no longer a warning. This is a declaration. You are stepping into rooms that were once closed. Invitations are coming that you didn't even apply for. The ones who gathered to remove you, are now being removed one by one. Quietly. Swiftly. No drama. Just divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Heaven is not finished. There is one more twist. A second meeting is being scheduled, this time to place you into something greater than what they tried to take. A seat at a higher table. A role that gives you voice over things you once only dreamed of. This is the reward for your endurance. For believing when it looked like you were losing. The title they tried to strip? You're about to be given one even higher. The influence they tried to steal? You're about to touch nations. And the letter of removal? It's now framed in the spiritual realm as evidence of resurrection. The scrolls above are singing your story. Type Amen to get blessing 10101. You have been marked. Covered. Crowned. You are no longer the one they tried to silence. You are the one heaven used to silence the deceivers. Every step you take from here is guided. Every word you speak from here is protected. Every room you enter from here is watched by angels with drawn swords. And those who try again will be stopped before they even begin. Because heaven doesn't play fair. Heaven plays final. This is the aftershock. This is your rise. And now, the world will watch what happens when heaven defends the chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 00001. 2 days have passed. The chaos has cooled, but the effects are just beginning. What they tried to bury has now bloomed into something no one was prepared for. Early morning. A black vehicle pulls up near your building. No logos. No sirens. Just tinted windows and a divine presence surrounding it. It's not here for attention. It's here for purpose. The driver doesn't knock. He just waits. Because what he carries in the back seat isn't meant for the public. It's meant only for you. Inside that car sits a case, a sealed one, velvet-lined, glowing beneath a code lock. Heaven sent it. This is the compensation for what was stolen. And now, it's time for you to receive what was always yours but was held back by spiritual resistance. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Inside that case lies a file with your name. But not just any file, this one contains a divine contract. It outlines the transfer of positions, properties, and promises that were delayed because of interference. It includes access. It includes finances. It includes names of people who are about to enter your life as helpers. This is heaven's replacement gift for the time, peace, and trust you lost. The delay wasn't denial. It was rerouting. Had you received this before, they would have stolen it. But now? Now they can't even touch it. You are the only one with the fingerprint code. You are the only one approved to open this destiny. The driver simply nods, steps out, and hands you the case without a word. Type Amen to get blessing 8080. As you lift the case, a warm current runs through your arms. That's not your imagination. That's confirmation. Heaven is syncing your spirit with what's inside. The moment you open it, light fills the room. Not blinding, but peaceful. There's a weight to this blessing, but it's the kind that reminds you, you were made for this. The first document reads, Appointment confirmed, divine role activated. Your name, in bold gold letters, is now etched beside a new position. A role that carries spiritual and worldly weight. You are no longer being elevated silently. This is public. This is official. And everyone who once mocked you will now witness this unfolding without interruption. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Behind the documents are 2 black envelopes. One is marked, Now. The other, Soon. The Now envelope contains keys, literal and symbolic. Keys to a property you didn't apply for. Keys to a platform you thought was closed. Keys to a realm of influence that matches your calling. The Soon envelope is sealed tighter. Its paper is warmer to the touch. That's because what's inside isn't ready for the world yet. It contains names. Names of divine connections, soulmates, restorers, deliverers. Yes. One of the names belongs to someone you once loved. Someone who never stopped believing in you. Someone who's about to return not as a wound, but as a witness to what heaven has done. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The black car doesn't drive away immediately. It waits. It's still receiving instructions from above. The driver glances once in your direction and gives a silent bow. That's your confirmation. The people who tried to remove you? Their names are nowhere on the document. Not even in the footnotes. They've been spiritually blacklisted from your timeline. They may still speak about you, but their words have no weight. They may still watch you, but their eyes have no power. You've been placed beyond their reach. The blessing you now carry is not revenge. It's replacement. What they broke, heaven rebuilt. What they buried, heaven resurrected. And what they denied, heaven now multiplies. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You've entered the stage of evidence. That means your life becomes proof. Proof that prayers work. Proof that protection is real. Proof that even the worst betrayal can birth the greatest blessing. Phone calls are coming. Not from random people, but from divinely scheduled contacts. Each one carries an open door. You won't need to beg or explain. They've already been told about you in dreams. Your name is ringing in the ears of powerful people. And they don't even know why they keep hearing it. They just know they must connect with you now, or they'll miss something heaven is doing. You're stepping into favor so strong, even your silence will sound like thunder. People will know you've arrived by the way the atmosphere shifts when you walk in. Type Amen to get blessing 11111. Archangel Michael says, this was never just about survival. It was about legacy. They thought they were cutting off your role. But heaven was preparing to expand your entire lineage. There is someone younger connected to you. They will carry part of this blessing. What was taken from your hands will now multiply in theirs. That's how heaven honors the faithful, through generational release. The people who were watching to see you fall are now being forced to watch you rise. And they can't stop it. They can't explain it. And they can't interfere. Because when heaven says, now, no devil in hell can say, not yet. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. You are about to walk into a divine announcement. A public moment where your name is spoken with favor in rooms you didn't even enter yet. It will come suddenly. It will feel surreal. But it will be real. And it will be unstoppable. This is the aftershock of obedience. That black car won't be the last. Heaven is now scheduling divine arrivals. Not just couriers, but companions. Lovers. Mentors. Protectors. Kingdom builders. Your circle is being redesigned. No more betrayal. No more fake support. Only covenant-level connections moving forward. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. And when you look back, you won't even feel the sting of what they tried to do. Because the blessing will be too heavy, too bright, too overwhelming with goodness. You'll realize this truth. They didn't delay your life. They prepared your launch. The black car will drive off soon. but what it left behind will remain forever. The restoration. The reversal. The reward. The rain. Archangel Michael says, "It is done." The removal has failed. The reward has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 00002.